The internet is a rather disturbing place when you think on it. One of the few Wild West scenarios in the modern world. Lawless and without restraint. At least, that's the image some give of the World Wide Web. I never really understood the big deal about it myself, tending to stay away from the obviously corrupt or dangerous sections of the internet, just as one would stay away from dark alleys or known drug dens, in reality. As a general rule, if you don't go looking for horrors on the internet, you are unlikely to ever find any, save perhaps the occasional shock picture, or hacking by malicious trolls or similar things. One day I was browsing the web when I came across a website called Best of Friends, which advertised itself as a dating company. Normally I wouldn't go on such a site, but something about the name drew me in, if only to see how many poor fools actually frequented the site. I was always cynical of dating sites. As soon as I clicked on the link, my computer went into a blue screen of death. My heart raced as I began typing madly, terrified that I had just crashed my computer by entering a hacking site or downloading a virus. To my surprise, the blue screen disappeared after a few moments, to reveal a black screen with the words, "Best of Friends," in all caps. Below it, in smaller letters, was the sentence, "Love is pain." I was relieved my computer hadn't crashed, but at the same time was rather determined not to spend much longer on this site. So I began to scroll over to click exit. However, the site began to run by itself and clicked on play, no matter how much I tried to resist. It was at this point I once again began to panic, as no matter what keyboard combinations or mouse clicks I used, the site continued to move my browser along, clicking on several links, opening images of smiling couples with their names written below. The images would remain open for a few moments before changing, as if on a slideshow. The smiling couples becoming more and more depressed and angry looking. The women often having bruises and cuts, whilst the men became more unclean and unshaven. Each image had about 5 of these variants, each one worse than the last, until by the 5th photo, the women had disappeared completely, and the now positively wretched men stood alone with angry eyes, their names written below with a note stating, "Another satisfied customer." Eventually, I had enough and pulled the plug on my computer. I hated doing that, but it did the trick. Whatever the website had done to my computer made it virtually impossible to get out by any other means. Upon restarting my computer, I did a full-out virus and malware check, but to my surprise, found nothing. As for the website, I have not returned, nor would I encourage anyone else to do so. Seems I strayed into a dark alley without thinking, and paid the price. Be sure you don't make that mistake.